I was talking to a little homie over here, you feel me? Shout out to little Josh and shit, right? And his question was about gang life. So I want to know that from you. You being somebody that's been in this shit for a lot of years. And I was trying to explain the difference from West Coast versus East Coast, you know, because we got gangs here too, but the nigga can't really understand how he could still, you know, not even be affiliated and make it through life things of sort. Over there, what's the point of joining the game? Like, why y'all niggas couldn't be Serena and Venus and them and go play volleyball, or is that not a thing?
A lot of niggas, I'm telling you this, like me, all right, I'm gonna give you different ways. Because the way I decided to join the game, because it's history. You know what I'm saying? Nigga, my G-Pops, my mom's, on, all the way down. You feel me? History of my family banged this game. You know what I'm saying? So it's bloodline in my shit. A lot of people do it for protection. A lot of people do it for just to have a sense of like family. You know what I'm saying? Some people be like foster kids and all that type of shit. So they have a sense of being brothers and sisters, you know what I'm saying? People do it for different reasons, you know what I'm saying? So, but like I said, my reason was because it was hereditary. It's like, hey, my grandpa, my daddy, all these niggas did it. So it was like, this is what we gonna do, you know what I'm saying? Sorry, but I'm trying to break that cycle altogether, though.
That's what I was about to ask you. So, you know, over here, we do a lot of drug selling and shit like that, you know, the negative things over here. But as I grew up, you know, my shit was kind of to steer my youth away from it. I don't really want them to do none of the things that we saw and did. But y'all actually, you know, was your older generation trying to steer you away from it? It's like, nah, fuck that, I'm all in.
I feel like at a point before we started really thugging, they tried to push us away from shit. But once we did what we had to do and all this other shit, like you fully in the mix now, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, so like I can say they somewhat they was, but like nowadays my niggas be in the mix still, but I be like pulling them out the mix, like, come here, we on this shit, like, you feel me? So we didn't have that back then. Like I talked to my big homie part, like I said like 4 months ago, and I was asking about all type of little shit, like we didn't learn it. He didn't teach me shit, right? He wanted credit and all that shit. He like, nigga, he told me, call me Lil Bob. He like, man, Lil Bob, if I knew that shit, you would have knew that shit. You know what I'm saying? I knew nothing about that shit. You know what I'm saying? So that's why, like, I feel like if a lot of people that while we know this shit right now, we supposed to pass on to the next generation. A lot of people that before us was like dumbfounded to a lot of shit. We just see the gang culture. We was gang banging, getting the money, and we really like they jumped out of school, all this type of shit. You know what I'm saying? Big homies and all that. So I had to really realize like that caused a lot of shit. You know what I'm saying? Where they was pushing us to go to school though, but they didn't drop out of school 8th, 9th, 10th grade. You know what I'm saying? Because nigga, in the 80s and shit, nigga, it was really booming. You know what I'm saying? Some shit. They wasn't going to school in the 80s and 90s. Nigga, they was, you know what I'm saying, making money. And it kind of affected us too, you know what I'm saying? Because they teaching us the shit they know, they barely know shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that's why I be trying to press on my niggas like to extend their education and all this other shit because we didn't have it. We didn't have that.
I think the best way of doing this shit, a lot of shit that we do is leading by example, right? So, now, of course, you gang you all in, so it's impossible for you to lead on don't join the gang shit, but it's also a way to show a nigga, yeah, we got avenues now, and you building that. You feel me? It's like you putting those avenues. You able to give a nigga that might be affiliated or that's in the gang. You feel me? You able to give them a real job. So now it's a reason for education. But you think about when a nigga don't have no outlet to fucking use anyway. Why the fuck I need a diploma for when I'm never getting a job?
They make us think that in the first place, bro. They put us suppression. You know what I'm saying? So they do that shit in the beginning. They want to suppress us as people. So they teach us to hate each other and all that type of shit. You know what I'm saying? So once they get a nigga that to understand and realize such a real nigga, to realize that type of shit, bro, they get scared. They get nervous. You know what I'm saying? Then you got a nigga like C-Mac with a voice too. Then they get real nervous. You feel me? That's how these motherfucking cases be popping up and all this bullshit come out the blue and shit. Because they get nervous with niggas like us, bro. You know what I'm saying? And I'm done getting suppressed. You know what I'm saying? And that's just why I be on. Like, nigga, fuck all this shit. This shit don't mean nothing. Like, this gang culture and shit like that, it's not what it was. You know what I'm saying? You stand what you stand on. It's more snitches going out here. It's more, man, it's wicked shit going on here, nigga. Niggas is snitching and come back to their hood and being cool and shit. You know what I'm saying? This shit is get wicked out here, bro. These niggas got money. And that's what it's turned out to be. For me, these real niggas is like, damn, These fake niggas is getting bigger and bigger. I mean, that shit crazy.